What do you think of Timmy's play on the tying goal there to get inside on?
Yeah, it was a battle. I mean, maybe could have been a penalty if he didn't score, but yeah, it was a great effort by him to get that in the net.
What does 400 points mean for your NHL? What does it mean to you?
Yeah, obviously, I made a step on the way. It's nothing that I'm like celebrating or anything, but yeah, just gotta keep it going.
Who did you pass the belt to?
Timmy.
What do you make of his progression this year? It just seems to be getting better and better.
Yeah, he's been very steady in the D zone and obviously making great plays with the puck in the offensive zone, and I mean jumping into areas like he did tonight and getting a big one for us.
What about Ilya, especially in this building now? He's 14-0-1.
Dialed. It's like he's unreal out there, making huge saves. I mean, had a lot of chances to score, and he kept us in the game, like on the power play when we got that kind of 3-on-1, made a nice save, and yeah, he's just been on top of his game.
Rangers a tough opponent to break down. Just what stands out about them?
Yeah, they play hard and I mean aggressive, so don't get that much time out there. So you got to battle through that and try to create your own time and space.
What do you think of Hedo's goal, and have you ever tried that right off the draw before?
Oh, I got to give it to him. That's pretty nice. Pretty nice play. Catching everybody off guard like that. I mean, I haven't seen that in a long time. Nice.
What was that like for Ilya to go head-to-head with Igor and come out on top?
Yeah, it's a nice game. Great battle with him. This little bit bigger game for me than normal. Yeah, against Sorokin, against Shesterkin, and against Halibek too. Yeah, this is 3 good goalies. I'm happy. We won hard game. Mitch, he's got an excellent job on overtime. So nice.
What happened? What did you see on the first Hedel goal right off the face-off?
I don't want a concentration about this one. Yeah, we have. I have a lot of positive moment than concentration for this shit. Sometimes you have, he's a winter lottery today. Yeah, he scored 2 goals.
That's what I was saying. So lucky, right?
Yes, so lucky, and he shoot to my hard zone. Yeah, it's okay. I don't want a concentration about this.
Okay.
Yeah, we get smile better.
At the end of the day, when you're playing, you're only facing the shooters, right? But when you face a goalie at the other end, like an Igor or a Sorokin the other night, do you have to dial your game in maybe a little bit tighter, knowing he's going to be tough to beat?
You maybe a little bit more concentration, but maybe this just in the head. Yeah. I don't know. Just inside a little bit. You're happy what time you won great goal this year.
What did you know about Timothy Liljegren, if anything, before you came here, and what have you learned about him?
Probably what time I come, he's got injury a little bit, yeah. He's not skate a lot with us, but I know he's skill guy, really smart player with a he's good skate, yeah. And he's show us in this season too. He's helped a lot. He's puck moving great. Yeah, I like it. For me, really comfortable play with Timmy.
What does it mean to you to have this run of play, 4 straight starts? This is the first time this season for you.
Yeah.
What's it mean to get games in a row?
Okay. I don't know. Just thank you, coaches. Yes, thank you, teammates. It's a good opportunity for me. I feel good. I feel in good shape. I feel my game. Just we have what we have here.
Thanks, Sammy. What you seeing there in overtime, Mitch?
Yeah, great draw there by David. Timmy kind of took it up the ice, drew people towards him, dropped it back to me. I saw a lot of time and space and tried to come over the blue line. Decided, what I was going to do, try to slow the play down, see if anything was going to open up, and so I had my own little lane and tried to take it.
They play with good structure. How'd you guys turn it around in the third period?
Well, I thought we were just relentless, really. All 4 lines, every single line wasn't trying to do anything too fancy, too crazy. I think we were getting pucks in. We were forechecking very well. We were being above a lot of options. When they did flip it out or anything like that, I thought our D did a great job of turning it quickly, finding lanes or getting it back in, and just kind of resetting everything again.
What did you make of Timmy's play on the tying goal, being able to come down and then get inside on Kreider?
Yeah, it was a great play. Something we try and work on a lot is, kind of, I guess, switching in and out between forwards and D and kind of find those little soft spots throughout the ice, and Timmy did a great job there. It's not an easy shot. It's not an easy goal, so kudos to him, and great play reading the ice.
What'd you think of Heel's goal right off the draw? And have you ever tried that at any?
Yeah, it's a smart move. Obviously, it works. So it was a smart move by him. But I'm not really much of a centerman, so I don't really take many face-offs like that. But yeah, it worked out for sure.
Ilya was just saying that was a more than normal game for him, playing a guy he looks up to in Shesterkin. What do you make of how he battled in the net tonight?
Yeah, it was great. I think both goalies, you got to tip your hats to both. Made some unreal saves, made some massive saves for each team, and kept them in the game. So, it was definitely a goaltending matchup there, and it was great to see Sammy just keep battling and keep fighting through.
It was the first time you, Austin, and Michael played a full game together since November. Just what was your feel of the line tonight?
Yeah, I thought it was good. I thought we made plays. I thought we were finding each other. I thought we had good ozone time, and it's just about staying consistent with it and keeping our effort up. I thought our effort throughout the whole game was great. And, we had our opportunities, we had our chances. It's eventually going to drop.
Thanks, Mitch.
Yeah, I'm going to say a statement also. It's mental health awareness.
Yeah.
So I just want to say, obviously mental health is a big thing in this world nowadays, in sports, without sports, everything going on. So even though it's mental health day to day, never be afraid to reach out, call someone, ask people how they're doing, and we're all there for one another, and we want this world to be a better place. So don't be afraid to reach out to anyone whenever in need, and you got a lot of people around you that love you and want to talk to you and make sure you're okay. So never be afraid to reach out.
Mitch, how's your appreciation of mental health kind of evolved?
Yeah, a lot. Honestly, just from playing here for so long, just through the ups and downs and the grind, and then obviously that incident that happened this past summer just really weighs on you mentally if you don't talk about it and don't really express yourself. And it's sometimes incidents happen that you need to express yourself and talk to people about. And I think that's something that I've really done a great job of in these last couple of years, is not being afraid to reach out and talk about it, and try and get a better understanding, or just try to understand myself better. And I think if you have a strong mentality mind, then you're pretty hard to break out there on the ice, especially.
Do you still think about that incident? Does it still affect you at all?
I think it definitely does. Throughout late nights, or just kind of, I guess, just weird atmospheres, weird vibes you get sometimes. It's something that still kind of goes in your mind every once in a while when you're getting in a car late night or something. You never know what's going to happen, but you got to be aware of your surroundings. You want everyone to be perfect and love each other in this world, but sometimes it doesn't happen. So you just got to be aware out there. And if something does happen to you, I think you shouldn't be afraid to reach out and talk to someone and try and figure out, just how to, I guess, kind of get yourself out of it. It's not a bad idea to ever talk to someone about anything.
Timothy, what are you thinking on the tying goal, and what are you seeing as that kind of plays out?
It felt good. I don't know if it was Willie who shot the puck from up top, and just trying to get down for a rebound. Luckily, it ended up kind of in my path, so just tried to get it on net and scored, so felt good.
How'd you guys turn it around in the third period?
Just kept pushing. Thought the Rangers did a good job of shutting us down, but we kept pushing and eventually got one in, so good battle.
What's the biggest challenge that this Rangers team presents? They've played you tough twice this year.
Yeah, they're good in transition, pumped a lot of pucks out, got good forwards with good speed, so they're doing a good job of that, and they're a good team, good players, so tough to play against.
I've seen the play unfold on Mitch's work.
I was just trying to get open for him. He obviously had our plans in mind, so pretty sweet goal for him.
Do you have a sense that the Rangers were maybe waiting for the line change, or what was your feel on the ice there?
I don't know, actually. I don't know. I think Mitch was trying to maybe get a one-on-one against Ford or something. He did a good job. Could have been by himself out there.
Where's the confidence, Tim, in your offensive game nowadays? Like, is that a play that you made today that you would have had the confidence to try maybe a couple of years ago?
Yeah, I think I feel a little bit more comfortable doing, going down and stuff like that now, and especially that time in the game where we're down one goal and need a goal, so try to get some more offense in, that period of time. If it's 2-2, maybe stay back a little bit, but sure, I feel more confident in those areas.
What does it feel like in a room filled with stars that you get the belt?
Yeah, it felt good. I never got it before, so I didn't really know what to say, but felt good.
What did you say?
Good comeback win. That's it.
The point.
Tough opponent, good structure on the other side. How are you guys able to turn around in the third period, Sheldon?
Well, I mean, I don't know if I would say turn it around. It was just we were able to break through. You know, they played us hard tonight. It's like you say, it's a good team, deep team. You know, they're not giving us a lot. I thought, you know, we had enough to have more than one goal through 50 minutes or whatever it was. But you know, good goaltender, good team playing hard defensively, and we didn't make good on some of our best looks. But we kept the game close enough to give ourselves a chance to just stay with it. And we talked about that it was probably going to be one that we'd have to end up shooting our way in and get a bounce to go our way, and that's how it worked out.
Do you think you got some momentum putting Nylander and Matthews Marner together there?
It seemed that way. Yeah, like there wasn't a whole lot happening for us. You know, a combination of us just not connecting in some of our plays coming out of our end, and you got to give credit to New York. I mean, those guys played hard tonight, and they were on top of us. There was not a lot of opportunity to get through them for long stretches of the game, and I thought both ways that was the case. We made maybe one more mistake that they capitalized on than we had capitalized on theirs, and that's why we were down one. But yeah, the guys just stuck with it. Like I said, played good enough to keep the game as close. Got a good break obviously when they missed the empty net, but real happy to see our guys get rewarded, and then overtime goes our way too.
Is any indication of Liljegren's confidence or instincts of both Sheldon coming play and score that goal that he did?
Yeah, I mean, we talk a lot about having that guy come down that backside, and specifically tonight, when it was hard to get clean looks to the net. So we like I said, we talked about the fact that we were going to have to shoot our way in and have good traffic and create some randomness in around the net there, and we needed people to be in spots to be able to win those pucks back, both forwards and D. And yeah, it's you want your D down there quite a bit when you have one guy rolling up higher, and we had that, and great read by him. He beats his man to get to the inside, and their goaltender can't see the puck, which him playing the way that he was, that's an important factor, and he makes good on the shot.
When you make it play the fourth line and then got a goal early, did you like their game by and large?
Yeah, I did. I mean, Joey drew a couple penalties, got an assist, and the line got us going. They took too many men on the ice penalty, which you don't want to see that. But I thought we got good minutes from them. It became harder to play them. Just in New York, especially when they moved Kreider down with Trocheck, it's three lines that are really good and really dangerous, and they didn't use their fourth line much either. So it was tougher to get them a lot of minutes. But from what we got from them, I was happy.
What do you remember about when you first started working with Timothy way back when you first arrived over here? And is this kind of the progression that you foresaw, or is he exceeding it?
Well, I mean, it's hard to say, right? He comes over at 18, at a time, he's in play in the American Hockey League, not just play in the AHL, but ends up, he's on one of the top teams in the league. He's playing in the Calder Cup playoffs. He's got a lot on his plate there as a young guy, but he handled that well. But it took time. It took time for it to come, for sure, and he stuck with it. I would think. I think obviously he was drafted high, so you believe in his potential and you invest a lot in him. But credit to him, because there was a lot of times when it was tough for him down in the AHL. And he just stayed with it, continued to work. We asked him to put in a lot of work both on and off the ice, and it. I can't remember exactly the time. It was certainly before I came into this position where things really, really clicked for him at the AHL level, and he was becoming quite a dominant player. I don't know what his age would have been at that time, but it started to come, and then you could really see it blossoming in terms of the player that he was when he was drafted, but also he was starting to really become a great defender, which I don't think anyone would have said that about him kind of going into the draft. And that's why he's really been able to have a solid foundation here to build upon offensively. I mean, he's playing on the power play tonight and getting those extra looks, and he can do different things for us on offense too, but you don't get in those positions oftentimes if you can't defend and help us in other ways like he can.
A lot of faith in Ilya
And, you know, I mean, he's 14-0-1 at home right now. I mean, would you say he's probably exceeding what you anticipated?
Yeah, well, we believe in him, and we have high expectations. Like, nobody expects anybody to have a record like that. You know, it's quite remarkable. And obviously it speaks a lot to his play, speaks a lot to our team's play, just the same. But, you know, this is it's another tough game for him, right? Just, margin for error is pretty thin, and you've got an elite goaltender and a countryman of his down on the other end, not unlike he did against the Islanders the other night. And I thought in both cases he stood his ground and gave us opportunity to win the game. So, yeah, I mean, is he exceeding expectations? We have high expectations. We really believe in him and his ability, but we needed to get his buy-in, and we needed him to put in the work that's necessary for him to really find a stable foundation and consistency in his game, and he's done that. So that's why you've given him the runway here to just really stay with it.
I know it's an oddity. Last time I saw it go directly off the face-off show.
Yeah, it's odd for sure. It's something we're gonna have to talk about just to make sure that those details are dialed in, both from the goaltender perspective and the centerman. But it is an oddity, and you know, something, of course, you don't want it to become a habit, so we'll talk about it, but they definitely got us on that one.
What was your sense of the play in overtime and how Mitch was able to do what he did? Do you sense that he took advantage of the Rangers maybe waiting for the line change? Or?
Yeah, I'm not quite sure what was going through their mindset. They might have been, we had just made a change with Austin and David Kampf coming off. Austin's coming on. Well, if that created a little bit of confusion, but he was able to attack the forward, and a lot of times something can break free there. Forwards, more frequently make those mistakes, and great goal, particularly right across the crease, and make good on it. It was a good process, by the guys to set that all up, and then Mitch did the rest.